So guys, we just took the 950 for a ride. Let her loose in low range. She scoots pretty good. Got some low end torque. One thing we will have to say though, the seat belts are a huge issue. They suck. But seat belts on all the CFMOTO machines suck. Just get harnesses and be done with it. And the seat belt issue don't really stop at CFMOTO. It continues on to Polaris, Can-Am, all of them models. He's got the full windshield. That looks good. My only thing, you got the full windshield, which makes it so the rain doesn't come in on you. But then you got this big old hole here that shoots it right at the driver and the passenger. Now they are more roomy than the regular Z-Force. You got a lot of room in here. Plenty of room. The driver's feet have significant room with the pedals and all of that. Adjustability on the steering wheel. I'm not going to move it because he's got it set to where he likes it. But it does move with this little button here. Right there. But over on the passenger side, I've been riding in and out of these all week long. The one thing I don't like, really, is only one leg has room. One leg. The other one is stuck up here on this lip. I think that's pointless. It's still better than the other Z-Forces, but at the same time, they should have come up with a different design for your feet. You added these mirrors, didn't you? These don't come with mirrors. Chupacabra. So since these don't come with mirrors, he added the Chupacabra mirrors, and he likes them. They look good. They look like a real good mirror. Again, I'm not gonna move it. They got it set where they like it. Which probably wouldn't be real like in a CFMOTO mirror anyway, because we all know how those are. You got your intake for your belt right here. You got your intake for your engine over here. I personally think this should have been up a little higher. And one thing though, rainwater, if it's raining real bad, it can find its way down in there. So that is what it is type deal. I would still snorkel this machine if I had it. I would do away with those. If mine were this color, I'd paint it black or match the machine at least. I would still do a snorkel and run them up through the center if you can. Got plenty of cargo room back here. Plenty of cargo room. I'm not particular on the looks of the machine, you guys know that, but I will be honest and give credit where credit is due. Now, I will say we've been riding this one. We've been riding my 800EX, which has a stage 4 Elkas, and we've been riding Mike's. We did some testing and some tuning on his suspension. We got rid of the sway bars all the way around it. We set some settings on the shocks. She rides super soft. This one is still stock, and all of that ain't been messed with. I took both owners for a ride, and they're gonna vouch here in a minute. I took both owners for a ride. I've ridden in both of these. My machine is smoother. Waist like a lot smoother. Very much so smoother. So let's go see if they want to answer some questions on their new purchases. You guys down? They're down. They're down. Answering some questions, Mike.
I got one to ask you.
What?
What's your bike doing on the trailer?
We gotta go there, don't we, Mike?
Yeah.
Gotta go there. Typical 950 owner. Typical. It broke because it's a CFMOTO. It's not a Kawasaki KRX.
There goes some of your viewers.
They're like, yep, just like now. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. We're not leaving CFMOTO over a damn diff. Even though I should. Just because Mike's been picking on me since it broke. So, Mike.
Yeah.
You're the newest owner out of the both of you guys. You just bought yours. Yours has what, 60 miles on it?
70, I think.
70 miles now, because you're breaking it in out here at Wildcat. You're breaking it in real good out here. Yeah. He's breaking it in good out here.
Real good.
What are some things that you like about your machine?
You got more room.
More room.
Better looking.
Does it ride better than your stock 800EX?
Yes.
Rides better than your stock 800EX. Does it ride better than my 800EX with the Elkas?
Yes.
Are you lying?
Yes.
See, guys, I told you. But we will say, though, after disconnecting your sway bar and making the adjustments, it made it a lot smoother.
Yes.
And we will say, if you put stage 4 Elkas on that, it would probably ride smoother than my 800 with the Elkas. We're thinking. We don't know.
Probably wouldn't feel it.
Probably not. But it does ride a lot smoother. We made those adjustments.
A lot smoother.
So what are some things you don't like? Other than it looks like a spaceship.
I don't have anything I don't like about it.
Nothing you don't like about it?
Oh, yeah.
Not even the high RPM engagement on the clutch?
No, I kind of like that.
I kind of liked it too, but at the same time, like I was talking when
It's hard to get used to.
It's hard to get used to. Yep, it's hard to get used to. But I feel like it has the higher engagement. It puts it up there in the RPMs. Whenever you getting ready to drag race an 800, that's the only reason why you can leap in front of him, because when it grabs, it grabs. I feel like doing a clutch kit and lowering that engagement is not going to do as well. It might shift smoother and longer, but yeah. So we're going to move along with him. What, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
You said there was nothing you didn't like about it.
There's nothing I don't like about
Okay.
it. Except for my 800s in the shop with the diff out.
Yeah, see? It's this damn 800s.
I wouldn't have it.
That's right. So with you, what do you like about it?
Well, I like the ride. As you well know, I have a couple of other ones. I have
Yep.
a Trail 500, my wife and I do, and we have a U-Force 1000. And the ride is really smooth.
Yep.
Comparatively.
Yep.
Guess that's
And you like the U-Force, even though it's wider, it's
2 inches.
62 inches, so it's a little wider. You still feel like
60 inches.
you would have problems trail riding in tight trails
Absolutely.
with the U-Force.
Yes.
But it's a good workhorse.
It is.
And now, being that it's a workhorse, does it still ride good?
It rides good.
Good, okay. So I've never ridden in a U-Force 1000. I've ridden in a U-Force 500, and it rides just like that trail does. Very rough.
Except the fact you'll burn up in the summer
Yep.
in a U-Force.
Yep.
1000.
Yeah.
Die.
They don't like the heat. They don't like the heat. So, what is some things that you don't like about your 950?
Basically just two things. The heat is really hot. I got a fan in there, you probably saw.
Yep.
And the seat belt. I want to put some harnesses on as soon as I can.
The seat belt. Yep. Which, like I was explaining to you guys and these guys, which he says he hasn't had any problems with his wife's trail over there with the seat belts. I haven't had any problems with my wife's trail seat belts either, but I did have the same problem with my 800EX belts. They would lock up and do everything that his are doing. They would do. Yours haven't done that yet, have they?
Yeah, they did.
Did they a couple times? Okay.
I just think they just need good WD-40.
Something. They lock up too easy, but.
My 800 used to do it a lot.
Yep.
Until I soaked it with WD-40.
Yep. Now, one thing that I will say, that I'm not saying that I don't like about it, but saying I would have a hard time getting used to it, is in my 800, I'm used to peeking out the door and looking at where the tire is on the driver's side. You're not doing that on a 950. You can do it on the trail. You can do it in the EX, which I'm sure you're used to being able to look out yours and see the tire where it's placed at on a trail, which can help in some situations. You can't do that. You could, but you'd have to take your seatbelt off to do it in the 950. So that right there is something that I would have a hard time. Now, maybe if you put bigger tires on, you might be able to see them a little bit. I don't know.
No, maybe with spacers.
Maybe with spacers?
Tires, yeah.
Okay.
Tires, I got 30s on that.
Yep. Well. So guys, there's your review from a YouTuber who've been watching them ride in the trails all week long. Now you guys know I don't like the looks. So I don't want to hear no damn comments about the looks. We're not even talking about that. We're talking about actual performance, actual things that these owners like or dislike. They own them. I don't own one. I've only ridden in his a few times. I drove his once. So, you know, we're just going by what they say that they like or dislike. And and what they said, I kind of feel the same way. I will say though, you put it in low, she'll eat. She'll definitely eat some gravel. Definitely. High range feels like it's a little held back unless you get in the pedal, don't it? It kind of feels like high range, you got to go into the pedal to get her to go. But my wife's 500 trail is the same way. It has the same clutch. So I think that's kind of held up in the clutch. Doing the clutch kit probably helped. I know all I did was set my wife's secondary to a different setting, and it made a huge difference. I didn't even change the spring rate or any of that. It made a huge difference. So I have to say the 950s have been performing all weekend long. There was only one thing. Mike's wouldn't go up. One thing.
Let's go.
One thing. His wouldn't go up, but I have to be honest with you, I think it was driver error.
Let's go.
I'm saying that it's driver error because he was trying to grandpa it up there.
It's brand new.
See? So he admits driver error.
I mean, I don't want to tear it up already.
No, now's the best time.
Next
It's under warranty.
Next year I'll tear it.
You don't want to wait till it's out of warranty to break it.
Yeah, but I want to continue riding. That's one more day.
He's not going to break it till Friday. Saturday at least. And got Ron. Well, you'll see what happened to Ron in another video. You'll see what happened. His sounds like a Harley Davidson over there because he got water in a spark plug. You guys will see what happened to Ron. It does sound better. Sounds a lot better. He got her cleaned out. So guys, that's my little review. That's the owner's review. And thank you guys for watching. We're out of here. Buy a CFMOTO. Enjoy it, even when the damn diff goes out and you have to drive it up on the trailer. Second diff in the 800. Second diff.
Can I tell them what you do?
What? No. End of video. End of video. I am hard on it, guys. I am hard on it. I'm not easy on it, and I don't play it out like I'm easy on it. But if you wait a minute though, we can play it out like I'm easy on it because my commenters always say I don't ride hard enough.
Well, I think
They say it's a street queen, so it's a piece of shit. It can't leave the street. and it breaks.
I could totally say it's totally different.
What? That
The way you ride.
that I do ride hard. I do ride hard.
You ride.
But you know what gets me the most about it? Everybody's in the groups. Everybody's in the groups. I broke a tie rod end. Tie rod ends are pieces of shit. CFMOTO uses the cheapest ball joints. I ripped an A-arm off. I blew out a rack and pinion. My axles, I can't keep axles. Well, you know what? I ain't broke not a one of those. And I can't keep diffs.